Hello, dear viewer. This is Kiki, and this is my Kiki's Diary. And honestly, today I just want to make a little video as a reminder, more like for my own self. And I'm sure some of you probably also need to hear these thoughts, just as a little kind reminder. It's a little hot here. I'm just gonna put some fan for a little bit of airflow. What I want to talk about today is that how it is important to love yourself, because that's the main goal, really. That's the main goal, to love yourself. And of course, love is a big word and has a lot of different understandings and meanings. But as a person that have been going through some type of transformation, awakening, I would say, and when you start to understand certain things, when you start to have a lot of things that you thought you knew, they start to break down, they just crashes down a lot. And a lot of new understandings are coming, and you're having a lot of insights, and you're starting to understand things better. And you're starting to see things better. What is awakening? It's basically when you recognize the system, when you recognize the life patterns, when you recognize the matrix, and when you start to kind of understand what is going on, where you are, and where we live. So when this starts to happen, all these new understandings, there is a very thin line from getting a little bit, I guess, a little bit frustrated with everything, with just everything, with the system, with the life you lived, with your life you might still live now, with yourself, with people around, with all the material, physical things, events that are happening. It is so easy to get frustrated and disconnect from all of it, to kind of like you just want to disappear, you want to run away. And it's normal, it's a normal stage. And I think what is important to do during this period is try to understand that you have to accept it. You have to understand that you have to accept this world. You have to accept things as they are. Because we are here and we live this life and we are in this reality, and we have to get along with things to have a better life. Because I mean, you can technically just disappear and go live in a cave or something, that's your choice. But I guess most of us won't do it. But still living in this frustration, in this, like misunderstanding, and this type of like kind of anger at things, at physical material world, at the system, it's not an option neither, because we have to get along with reality. And sometimes it can be hard, but I think the first steps is to, first of all, starting to love yourself. And if you don't know how to love yourself or where to start with your body, with your physical body. Look at yourself in the mirror carefully and just understand and realize that this body, this face, these hands, all of this is the only physical, material thing that you got in this life that connects you with all this material and physical reality. This is the only physical thing that a human have when it's born. It's our body. And you have to accept it as it is, as you are. You have to love your body. You have to love how you look. You have to just fall in love with yourself, starting with your body. And this is, like I said, a reminder to my own self, because sometimes we forget, or I forget, that all this is literally all I got in this life. Really, there's nothing else I got in this life, in this physical, material reality. My body, it's everything I have. And I have to love it. I have to love every tiny millimeter of my body, of my face, because this morning I woke up, I had to go to the casting. I look at myself in the mirror and I start to see, all this allergy pimples I got, the dark circles around my eyes. I got a little bit of weight. And then I just kept going. I'm like, why do I look so shitty? And it puts you down, so much immediately, and it's kind of like gives you this wrong mood of the day. And then you have to remind yourself that this body, this face, you fucking better love it. You just have to love it. You have to accept it. You have to love every single little pore, every little single pimple, every little single wrinkle, because that's all you have. And if you don't know where to start with your body. Give it a good, fresh, nurturing food. Don't eat shit. And that I'm telling to myself, because I am bad at it. I eat everything. I eat sometimes horrible food, not in terms of like bad, junky stuff, but like here in Thailand, so easy to eat outside on the streets, and sometimes you see how dirty it is and stuff like that. And I'm very easygoing with this stuff, but if I have a choice, and I do have a choice, choose the best, choose the better, and physical activities. Start there. I am not at all a person to go to the gym, or I hate running. I hate any like sport activities. I just never been, or I have never found a real like thing that I love to do. I'm not a sporty person, but I push myself hardly, I push myself hardly, if not every day, every second day, every third day, to step over myself, to step over my mind, and just freaking go and do it, even if it's just a 10 minutes, a little workout, even if it's just a little stretching, like anything. It's already a step towards self-love. So this is my message today, that if you don't know where to start to reconnect again with reality, with the reality where we live, where we exist, start with yourself, with self-love, with love to your body, with acceptance, because this is all we have in this world. Well, I hope that sits well. Thank you, and love yourself.